there, this is Mary Hamer, and today we're going to be talking about how and when I was diagnosed with ADHD. So, back when I was in 12th grade, back when I was 12 and in the 6th grade, my grades started slipping. So my parents got called in by the school and they said, hey, we think your daughter has ADHD and we want to give her Ritalin. My parents were not having any of that. They did not believe in ADHD and they definitely didn't believe in medication for it. So instead, they actually took me out of school to home teach me. My Nana, or my grandmother on my father's side, who lived with us, was a preschool teacher, kindergarten teacher, preschool. Anyway, she took an early retirement to come teach me at home. So I did accredited work and was able to graduate with a diploma from high school. And I was able to graduate early because I was able to go at my own pace. Yay! Including hyperfocusing and all that jazz. So I graduated at 16, went into college at that same time. So part of the reason they took me out of school is because they knew how I learned. That if I wasn't getting enough information and I wasn't getting enough novel information, that my brain was going to start deleting things and I would start getting worse and worse grades, which is what was happening in 6th grade. Because she was, the teacher was making me repeat stuff, making the whole class repeat curriculum that had already been done, such as reading The Secret Garden for the third or fourth time in a row. So yeah, so it did really help, and especially to have that individual attention from my Nana, that was great. But then once I got into college, things were a little bit different. I did not have the one-on-one attention anymore. I did have a lot of information coming at me, which was good, but it wasn't all the things that I wanted to learn. All my classes weren't necessarily things that I liked. And so I would excel in the classes that I did like and were fast-paced, and I would not excel in the classes that I didn't like that weren't fast-paced. So fast forward to, I want to say 15 years ago or so? 12 years ago? I'm not sure. That's another problem. I have issues with time and remembering when things happened. Not sure if that's an ADHD thing or just my brain. But there came a time when I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And I went and asked my general doctor, who then sent me over to a psychiatrist who tested me for ADHD. And it was interesting because one of the things he tested was my verbal working memory. And when he tested my verbal working memory, he was in the middle of asking me a question, like I was answering him, and he reached over and banged on the wall. And I was taken aback. I looked over, all my attention went there. And then he sat back and he said, continue. And I had no idea what I had just been talking about. No, not a clue. And so that was just one way that he tested me to find out if I had ADHD. And yes, I do. That's so funny. Speaking of ADHD, my husband just texted me saying, make sure to eat dinner, because I forget to eat sometimes. Anyway, that is it for this question. Thank you so much for watching and liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until next time, you keep being awesome.